Hi everyone, I'm Katie Garibaldi and you're watching CelebrityHauteSpot. I've been okay. It's obviously a very different way of living, being quarantined, and things are sort of opening up around here now. But I've been doing well. I've been using my time to create and work on my new music and my new album. So I've been focusing on that and trying to stay positive. I would say I've discovered that I can actually do a lot more than I previously thought I could do. I think with the quarantine has sort of forced me to take on things that I would normally depend on other people to do, specifically recording. So I've used this time to teach myself how to record and learning some recording techniques, which I've never done before. I'm a songwriter. I know how to write a song, but I never knew how to record one myself. So I'm still very much a beginner, but this time has kind of taught me that I can do a lot more than I put limits on myself before. So I'm definitely grateful for that. I've been trying to keep up my walks whenever possible, and actually I recently got back into yoga a couple months ago. So I used to do it a lot more, and life just got busy and I hadn't done it in a while. So now I'm back on that and it feels great. And I've also been doing a lot of journaling the past few months. And I'll do like some gratitude journaling in the mornings to start off my day. So that's been really helpful. I think I've really always wanted to be a singer. It's just been ever since I was a young kid, it's been something that I've loved to do. I used to just walk around and make up little melodies and always be humming. I was always humming melodies. Um, and when I started playing guitar around 11 years old, that's when I started really exploring songwriting and putting all these melodies I had into a song. So that just kind of exploded my love of music, and I knew since a very young age that's what I wanted to do. I would just say life, life experience, meeting people, connections with people. I really write from my heart, so my emotions tend to dictate what comes out in lyrics or the guitar melody. Sometimes I won't really know what I'm gonna write when I sit down. The muse just strikes like something's got to give here, and so I'll pick up my guitar or just kind of sit with my thoughts and see what melody comes out and follow the muse where it takes me. Faith has always been important to me personally, and so I think just authentically it comes out in my songwriting. And I think there's always been sort of a sense of hope or finding the silver lining kind of weave throughout my songwriting. And it's really important to me to communicate that message because I think it's something that we can all use and we can all relate to. Like, even if it is a sad situation or a sad song, there's still faith, there's still hope there, to find the good. And so I really try to carry that throughout my songwriting. And whether it's, sort of reading in between the lines, or if it's just outright talking about God or having faith, that's always definitely been important to me as a person and as a songwriter. I've recorded about 10 albums so far in my career. Most of them are online streaming and for purchase online. And if you want, you can check out my website, katiegaribaldi.com. All my links are on there for my music. And I play acoustic guitar. I love acoustic instruments. And I would say my genre is Americana. There's elements of folk, there's elements of country, some gospel. I'm sort of a little bit all over the place, but Americana is a good, nice home to be in genre-wise. And all my albums kind of have, you know, they're all me, but they have a little bit of a different feel depending on the songs and the theme of the album. My latest couple of releases, Rooted Clarity, is a collection of songs that I actually recorded in Nashville with some live string players, and it has a more rootsy, stripped down feel, and orchestral as well. So I call it orchestral folk. And my latest release is called Home Sweet Christmas, and it's actually an album of all original holiday songs and faith-based songs that I wrote. So, and I also recorded my version of Silent Night with strings. So you guys can check that out. It's online. It's called Home Sweet Christmas. And I had a lot of fun recording that one. I've always loved Christmas music, always wanted to make my own Christmas album of original songs. And I tried to make this one, you know, like in general about the holidays, but it's more like you can enjoy it throughout the whole year. So I hope you check it out. Yes, mostly I've been, my new album is kind of ready to go. Most of those songs were already written before the quarantine. I was starting to work on the pre-production, which I'm doing now, but I have written a couple new ones, and the big dilemma is, should I put those on the new album, or, you know, which ones are going to go on? So I'm kind of in the process of selecting the songs, the final songs for the album. But yes, I've written a couple songs, and it's been nice to kind of just have time at home to be in that creative bubble. You can go to my website, katiegaribaldi.com. All my links are on there, and my music is on all the streaming sites, Spotify, iTunes, CD Baby. If you want the real CD, you can also go to Bandcamp, and my website has vinyl as well if you're into vinyl. And you can also go to my YouTube channel, which is just at Katie Garibaldi, and see my music videos on there. Yes, I am working on my new album, like I said, and still in pre-production for that. I had to kind of pull back timeline-wise with everything going on. So I don't have any set dates or anything like that, but definitely keep your eyes open for more updates. I'm just going with the flow. And actually, right before the quarantine, I was also in pre-production for a music video that I was almost ready to film, so that got set back, but I'm super hopeful that, you know, that'll happen very soon. So fingers crossed before the end of the year, I'll have that new video out. I see myself still doing music. I love music. It's the love of my life. So I'll definitely still be songwriting and releasing new music. That's just part of who I am. And I also have fallen in love with the film world as well, just with all my experience with music video screenings at film festivals. I've met tons of creative people in that world and have really found a passion to combine film and music more. So specifically music supervision, which is placing music in TV and film. I am starting to get more and more into that. So hopefully that'll be a bigger part of my career in 5 years down the line, and which will also help other artists get their music exposed to a bigger audience. I love to read. I'm a big reader. I usually am reading at least a couple books at one time. I have a ton of books. I want to get a ton of books. It's borderline obsession, but it's fine. I would say my favorite genre is thriller. Gotta love Dean Koontz. I also love spiritual books. I read a lot of spiritual books as well. And recently my friend got me into fantasy, so I'm reading the Dark Tower series by Stephen King right now, which I love. And other than that, I am really into crystals and tarot cards. Actually, recently I've been reading a lot of the history of tarot and how to read the cards. So I've been really enjoying that in my spare time. If you go to my website, katiegaribaldi.com, all my links are on there. It's the easiest place to find my links. But on social media, on Facebook, I'm at Katie Garibaldi Music. And pretty much everywhere else, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, I'm at Katie Garibaldi.